Yo, what is going on, guys? So, I have been just so busy and focused on Battlegrounds for the last week, but I've still been doing Alliance War, of course, because we have to. In this video, I'm going to show you guys the last 3 wars, because we're behind by 3 right now. And so in 2 of these wars, my team is the same. It's Absorbing Man, Titania, and Immortal Abomination. So running the married couple of Titania and Absorbing Man. It feels pretty good to run them both, so especially because Titania is, a rank 2, Absorbing Man rank 5, 6200. So yeah, running them both together feels really great. So that's gonna be the first war and the third war that I show you guys, and then the second war, future AntMan is gonna be putting in some work. I think for the first and third war though, he was banned, so that's why he's not on my team. If future AntMan's not on my team, it's probably because he's banned, and he gets banned fairly often, say like 50% of the time. So yeah, but so we're on path 9 here with Swordman, and look at this. It's our #1 best matchup, Terrax. So Terrax is an absolute joke with Swordman. You can pretty much just do medium, light, medium combos, keep applying your morph charges, and yeah, it's a fun time. By the time I get to my special 2, he dead. 14-second fight, not bad. Off to a good start. And next up here we have Mysterio at only a rank 1, bro. These guys slacking. You gotta take your Mysterio up to rank 2. If your Mysterio's not rank 2, what are you doing? What are you doing? Man, I don't know. Put some respect onto his fishbowl. But here gonna go for a combat regeneration boost. I'm not sure why I threw that on. This was about a week ago at this point, and like so much has happened in the last week that like I barely remember any of this. Like, it's just been so much going on the last week. It's been crazy, man. But I'm pretty sure the plan here is just turtle. Play like a turtle and hold your block a bunch. Actually, that makes sense. That's why I threw on the regen boost, because I knew I was going to take a lot of block damage. Because we just don't want Mysterio to throw any of his specials. Because if he does, if he throws a special 1, then we aren't able to hit him for a little while. If he throws a special 2, he's going to take my power away from me, and there's gonna be a chance to miss him for a while if we try to hit him. So just don't let him throw a special, and that way we don't have to worry. And yeah, we play the fight just how I wanted it to go. He doesn't throw any specials, so we're all good. So far so good. Then we have a Mojo. Now I was slightly worried about this because we're using Absorbing Man, not Titania here, because this has Incinerate and Poison, which Titania can gain access to bleed immunity if she's on the same team as Absorbing Man, but no access to poison or incinerate immunity. So we got to go for AntMan here. It's only a rank 4 Mojo at the very least, so that is good. Still have the combat regen boost on, so I'm not going to heal to full. And this has power efficiency, so you're going to see Mojo's power. After he throws a special, he still is going to have a lot of power to throw another special. So I'm trying to manage the prompts here. It's block a hit. So I didn't want to block a hit again. I go for a little light intercept. It lands. That's good. I'm just gonna let this this timer run out. Boom, there we go. Now it's dodge a hit. So you're gonna see we push Mojo to special 2 here, and there's just a lot of power gain here. Just so much power gain here. Here, if I hit him, I'm gonna degen, but I don't really have a choice. So I just take the degen. It's not gonna kill me. Just 1. And yeah, you can see just a lot of power to deal with here. Luckily for me though, I'm pretty well practiced in evading Mojo's special 2, so I'm not too worried as long as he's willing to throw it. That's really the biggest thing. If he's not throwing it, then I'm in trouble. But he's throwing his specials for me, so we're all good. He gets to another special 2 here, and I think I'm just gonna go for it. Yeah, so we take Mojo down. So not the easiest fight, but because we were able to dex the special 2, all crises were averted, and no problem really. So then we go ahead and move into section 2, and we have a void here on this shared fight blocking the sides. So I'm going to be taking it with Absorbing Man, of course, and just going to be going for Black Uru form now. I still have some time on the regen boost, but I don't think... Am I going to use another boost? I don't think I really need it here. Or maybe I was trying to. See, did I make it in time? Nope. Probably like a second too late there. So here, I'm just going to go ahead and wait for that little timer on me to expire. That tries to apply an armor break to me, which we are immune to. So that gives us 90 of our morph charges, which is really great. And on this node, you don't want to be parrying because it has Conflictor. So if you parry, you know, the opponent's going to gain close to a bar of power, which we don't want. You know, Void. You know, his special 2 is easy to evade, but if he has one of his particular debuffs on you, it can lower the chance to Dex. It can lower your dexterity chance. Your dexterity can actually fail with one of Void's debuffs on you. So, and that happened to me one time in Alliance War, and I didn't die, but it scared my pants off. So every time I fight Void now, I keep that in the back of my mind, and I'm a lot more careful. So yeah, I definitely don't want to give him any more power than I need to. And so boom, just throwing some special ones here, get some lucky crits, and Void goes down without too much of a problem. So that was great. Now we're going to go ahead and move into section 2. So I'm pretty sure this was like a day or two before the update. And with the update, this matchup is actually getting fixed. So we showed off this matchup in a previous war, and my Titania was taking damage, even though I had 0 buffs on me. She's immune to buffs, so there's no possible way I could have buffs on me. And I had 0 bad karma on me, which should be, you know, the only 2 ways that Longshot is applying damage, through via buffs or bad karma. And I had none on me, and I was still taking damage. And so that was a bug, and it's being fixed. But again, this was right before the update, so it's not fixed at this point. So I basically just kind of took this fight way different, and I probably didn't need to play it as different as I did. And it has one-eyed open, so I'm just parrying and just chilling here, waiting at the shock. That's over. We can go in for the bleed here, and yeah, my combos are kind of all over the place here. That was definitely not the best rotation, and we're losing so much time on the bleed here. Now we're back in shock, and we only did 8%. Not the best, but the plan is just basically to bait special 1, because with Longshot special 1, if he has Pure of Heart active and he hits you with that special 1, he'll kill you if you're not bleed immune. He'll just do instant bleed damage, and there goes your entire health bar. I'm sure it's probably happened to you before. It's happened to me before. But because we have the Absorbing Man synergy, Titania is bleed immune. So even if I mess up the evade and I get hit by a special 1 with Pure of Heart active, there should be no risk, because we can't take the bleed damage. We're immune to it. So I just decided, yeah, I'm just gonna bait special 1s, play this extremely slow. And here we're in the bleed phase, and he's not throwing the special 1. I'm like, dude, come on, buddy, throw it, throw it. There we go. Now we're back into the shock phase, and I activate my haymakers. Just wanted to really bait that special. And with 1 shock debuff on us, we're actually healing from willpower, so just 1 is no big deal. But if we start stacking more than 1, then I think we'll probably start taking negative damage. So don't want to get too many of those shocks on us. And you can see just really playing this fight slow. I also threw a special 2, which I think that was just because, like, when I'm using Titania in Battlegrounds, you know, for with your best shot, special 2's the play. So that was just kind of the way I've been playing Titania. I should probably just went for a special 3, but yeah. So this fight ends up just taking a long time. You know, we're already 2 minutes in. Like, this fight could have easily been over a full minute ago. If I just went for a special 3, he probably would have died. Here now I'm gonna go for the special 3 when it's already overkill and he's dead. But you know, I didn't take damage that time, which was good, because that damage was just BS. And then I just have was it one more fight? Yeah, I think just one more fight this war. APOC here, and not worried at all about this. It's just an apocalypse. Just gonna heal Absorbing Man up, and we're gonna go ahead and jump in here. It's rank 4. Again, shock and bleed, no biggie. Black Guru, we're immune to shock and bleed. So this should be an absolute breeze of a fight. I do make a bit of a big mistake, but it ends up not being that big of a deal. So that's great. I'm pretty sure I just get hit by one of his special 1s. It might be right here, or it might be like the second one. I think I do get hit by 1, and he applies a debuff to me, but I think it was just a weakness debuff. So luckily, you know, it's all good. Let's see, where am I gonna mess up? I think I remember messing up. Yeah, right there. Yeah, he intercepted me with it, the scumbag. That's how it happened. Yeah. So, but then I hit a nice little light intercept there to pause my form. It was about to fall off, so that's good. And the weakness debuff, it's actually just free regen right now. So you can see we're at like 80%, but we're healing 205 per tick, which equates to 410 health every single second. So yeah, we healed back a lot of it because of that weakness debuff. So you know, all good. All good. We're still at 80% now. Fight's starting to wind down. Got 30% left. I can go ahead and consume some morph charges here as well, get some regen, and then also, you know, start doing way more damage. So yeah, just hammering his block. Lordman can crit through the block in with Uru Reform Refined, and then, you know, we're unblockable special one, so we can throw that any single time we want. And yeah, go ahead and activate the regen again, get some more critical hits through the block, and APOC goes down. So that was this war, clearing with my buddy Andy. Great run, bro. Yeah, you too, buddy. And yeah, this war was a dubski. Ended up being pretty close. They only had 4 deaths, but we had 3, so we clutched it out. We did have them on time though, so even if we did have 3 of each, we still would have won, which, you know, is good. Our time is usually way longer than our opponents, but yeah, this was really clutch war. And then yeah, moving on into the next war here, we do have future AntMan. So that's where we have Mr. Fantastic. That's just to apply some pre-fights to the boss node. Titania, we will be using her for an Ebony Maw shared fight, and then future AntMan is just going to be putting in the rest of the work. So up first here we have a Sauron, and starting to fight off with a nice little intercept, which is great. That gives us 2 of our armors, and we're trying to get to above 5. So once we hit 6, you know, we'll be in the Surging Swarm. The way to gain those is through intercepting gains 2, punishing a heavy attack gains 1. At this point, I'm just kind of punishing heavies, getting them the easy way. And yeah, right there, I think because he glanced into my block, that also gave us 1, so that went ahead and put us into the Surging Swarm. With the Surging Swarm, you get a much more aggressive AI, you get increased damage, so our special 2 hit way harder, and there goes Sauron. Super quick and easy fight. Next up here we have Baron Zemo. This is probably like my fourth or fifth time this season taking this fight in particular with future AntMan. And the very first one of this season went horribly. We almost died. It was very sketchy. I just like got clipped going for a couple intercepts at the start, and it snowballed after that. But every attempt since, it's gone super well. I just kind of changed the way I play. Shout out to BMG for giving me some tips, and I basically just don't let Zemo throw a special. But unfortunately, we start this fight the same way we did the first time, and we get clipped going for an intercept. But that is okay. We triggered some regens, and we didn't take that much damage, and it's all good. We're in Surging Swarm now. We got our not disintegration. Man, I forget all the little terms with future AntMan, but we got the red passive on the opponent, which is all you need to know. When the red passive is there, you can throw your special too. That's just, keep it simple in my brain. That's the way I think about it. Yeah, and that timer also goes a lot faster when you're inserting Swarm, so, you know, you're just able to get off way more damage way quicker. Drop another special 2 here, boom, bam, does a lot of damage, doing about 15,000 on each of those hits, so it's about like 60k in red. And Zemo's almost down, and as you can see, you know, we're only a minute in, and he still has not thrown a single special attack this entire fight. Here, I could have went for an intercept there, but no point in risking it. We're just gonna play safe, take some block damage, bait that last heavy, and get him down. So that Zemo fight went pretty good. A little bit of a rough start, but we brought it back. And then here we have Ebony Maw. So I did have a full invulnerability boost for that Zemo because, hey man, you never know. He could go to a special 3, so gotta be careful just in case. And I was genuinely worried about this Maw. However, I went ahead and asked Karate Mike for some tips, and he shared one of his Titania war gameplay videos, and he fought this Maw 2 separate times. So just watching both of those fights, I'm like, okay, yeah, this shouldn't be a problem. This fight should not be a problem. He showed 2 different ways to approach the fight, and so I'm opting for the slow and safe way of just baiting out heavy attacks, or baiting out special ones and punishing with my heavy attacks, keep them knocked down. And you see right there, you know, make sure my spacing is correct. A little light attack, and yeah, take some hits here while we're indestructible, because why not? That does eat up hits off of our indestructible boost, but that's okay. I'm just trying to get to my special 3, and we're almost there. So boom, we're there. Gonna go ahead and throw this. We don't have our haymaker, so we're not gonna get double debuffs, but it shouldn't matter. It's only a rank 4 Maw. We got a rank 2 Titania. So our heavy attacks are about to go super big here. And if he throws a special here, that would suck. But I feel like we could tank it. Special 2 or special 3 to the face. I feel like without an invulnerability boost, we could tank both. So he doesn't quite die here, but get a little intercept. We have 50 Furies at this point, so one combo is going to go ahead and be enough to finish. And Maw goes down. So the fight went pretty great. Didn't go perfect, but it went pretty great. Now, we just have 2 more fights this war. Enzo cleared us. Shout out to him. And it's just a Professor X and a Kate Bishop here on Path 5. Haven't been on Path 5, I don't think, at all this season. So we got the Ebb and Flow Intercept here. It's going to be interesting. And I'm going to go ahead and just throw on a Combat Regen boost just to heal up a bit. I have been... this is probably my most items ever used in an Alliance War season. So my potion stash is not doing the best right now. So Combat Regen boosts are nice. And so start this fight off going for an intercept, but no. Professor X pulls out the Uno reverse and hits me with an intercept. So start the fight taking some damage. Not the best, but we do get off an intercept. However, we got to deal with his falter here and wait this out. And by the time we do that, we need another intercept. So looking for another one. And again, he sidesteps me there. And he locks my power. So very nice of Professor X to do that. I'm just thinking like, man, we're 30 seconds into this fight. And it's not going very good. But here we get off a special 2. And look at that. There goes about 80% of his life. So I'm like, okay, well, I think we're okay now. I'm not too worried at this point. And one little combo here. He goes down. So, not the best fight, but we got it. It's all good. Moving on to Kate Bishop. She's given me some trouble in the past, but with future AntMan here, I'm really not worried. I know that just don't parry and should be good. Intercept when I can. Just bait the special ones. I'm just double checking Mighty Charge, to make sure it's not the unstoppable one, because that would be insane if it was an Ebb and Flow Intercept. I just wanted to make sure though. And it's going to be punching heavies, going for intercepts. There we go. We're one thing away from Surging Swarm. Boom, now that we're in the Surging Swarm, AI is more aggressive, so it's going to be even easier to intercept now as well. And our power detonation, that's what it's called. That triggers, so that also power drains her, which is great. And so here, I want to intercept, but if she throws a special, we're going to lose our thing. But yeah, I wasn't able to get off the intercept in time, so I just need to bait this, then get the intercept. Then she probably should die. So boom, there we go, get the intercept. Gonna go end my combo with a light attack, so I used the bar of power below what I wanted. And yeah, unfortunately it didn't kill, I think because with the Mighty Charge she shrugged off the disintegration debuff, which does increase our special 2 damage by a fair bit. So the first special 2 didn't kill. This special 2 does kill though. She threw it into protection. She only had a little bit of health left, so I figured it would be enough. And it is. And that's going to go ahead and do it for all my fights for this war. So not too shabby. And then moving on, so this is the final war, not of the season. This is war number 10. So we still have 2 more wars, war number 11 and war number 12, and then that's going to be it. But this is the last war fights that I've actually done. This was only yesterday at this point. So yeah, this one's a little bit more fresh in the memory. And this Wong, dude, this Wong fight was hilarious. So I boosted up, threw on an invulnerability boost, just in case Wongers, if he throws a heavy, gets power gain, goes special 3. So yeah, take a look at Wong's power throughout this fight. So he's at 1 bar here, doesn't throw it. He's at 2 bars here, doesn't throw it. I decide, screw it, we got an invulnerability boost. He's at 3 bars, he doesn't throw it. I get to 3 bars, I figure, hey, might as well throw my power, because when your opponent has a special 3 and you have a special 3, that's like the best time to throw your special 3, because it's going to give them no power, because they can't gain any more power, That's the way I like to look at it. So like, okay, I'll throw this, get a little parry after the special 3, 5 combo, oh, he's dead. Well, he didn't throw a single special. He had the chance to throw a special 1, a special 2, and a special 3, and he just decided not to. That's like all or nothing 2.0. Or it's just nothing. It's a nothing node, just no specials. So then I kind of forgot though that the side effect from defeating Wong is that the next fight that you go into, they start with a power gain passive, or yeah, I think it was passive. So that kind of caught me off guard, but not the biggest deal. So here I just kind of need an intercept, and boom, there. I see my opening, I take it, and now with Weapon X, it's really just getting that first intercept I find in Berserk. Once you do that, then it's a lot easier to control, because you can just go for easy assisted intercepts with, you know, dash backs and everything, and there's a very high chance Weapon X will go for. I think I'll go for one here. Yeah, you can see he's gonna go for those like every single time, as long as you create the opening properly. And yeah, he's regenning, but he can't heal through all the passive incinerate and extra energy damage, so Weapon X goes down without any issue. Those are my first Section 1 fights. Now we're moving on to Section 2. We have a Korg. And so I was told to use the Black Yoooooo form here, which, you know, makes total sense because this has poison. Sorry, not poison. It has bleed and shock. But we are poison immune, and I did put on suicides as well for this war. I put on half suicides for Section 1, and now I'm going to go ahead and put on the other half for Section 2 here. I just didn't want... Why did I not want full suicides on at the start? I don't know. Because I didn't have to fight a void. I don't know. I had a reason for it, but regardless, I still have 20 seconds left on that invulnerability boost. Going in here with Black Yoooooo, and so, you know, I fought Korg a bunch with SpiderMan before. I'm very comfortable with the matchup, but I've always used Magma, and with Magma, you know, you don't take any thorns damage. So I was kind of worried using Black Yoooooo, but, you know, Manuel and Andy are like, you know, don't worry, like, with Black Yoooooo, you reduce the thorns damage. You still take some, but it's reduced. I'm like, oh, okay. And I was like, you know, that's fine. I'm not really worried. I can just play, you know, with light intercepts and, you know, play around his rock shield anyways. Like, I don't even need to take any damage with it. And so that's the playstyle I opted for here. So boom, there we go. Shield goes down. Right there, I don't know what I was doing. I was just hitting into his block a little bit too much, and he went unstoppable and unblockable. And so here his shield's going to come back, and I'm going to wait for it actually to come back, because the special 3, you know, it could have done some decent damage, but I would much rather just use it. I don't care if it deals any damage, and just take away his rock shield, because now, you know, we're going to have near guaranteed crits, and our next combo is going to take off like most of his health. So boom, you can see that combo did a lot, and that combo ends it. You know, like, I really wasn't worried if the special 3 was going to do any damage or not. Using it to take down the rock shield was just way better. So now we go ahead and move into Section 2, Path 9, and so here we have a SpiderMan, and we're going to be using Titania here, and I'm going to go ahead and throw on another invulnerability boost, because I'm just like, hey, might as well just be invulnerable for all my fights this war, you know? And so going into this fight, I was under the impression that I couldn't use medium attacks, because, you know, normally when you fight this guy, when you use a medium attack, you know, you miss. So that's the way I'm playing this fight. I'm like, okay, you know, light intercepts only, let's get it. And you know, I was gonna go for some heavies as well, but no, I'm just like light intercepts. So boom, we get hit a little bit there, but then it's all right. We get a light intercept, we're back in it. Get another light intercept, we're back in it, and I'm feeling pretty good. That was during the bleed phase. Now it's a shock phase. We're gonna wait this out. Hit by a special 1, not the best. Not the best. We did have 1 indestructible hit left, which was nice. Shock's coming off cooldown now, and there I used a medium. I'm like, wait, I didn't trigger the miss, and so at this point I was like, okay, man, screw that. Like, let's just go for it here. Full combos, no holding back. Let's throw this special 2. Doesn't quite kill, gives him a special 2. That's fine. I can evade this without any issue. And yeah, now we're just gonna go in with our mediums because they don't trigger the miss. And yeah, so I made that fight way harder than I needed. Than it needed to be, but a solo is a solo at the end of the day, so whatever, it doesn't matter. That's my last fight with Titania as well, so, and hey, we learned something new. So final fight this war is against the Spot. So we're gonna go in here with class disadvantage with Absorbing Man, but we're going in here with Black Yoooooo, which, you know, the nodes here are bleed and shock, and against Spot, if Absorbing Man is in his Black Yoooooo form, he's gonna be like mitigating like 80 to 90% of like Spot's damage, because Spot's damage is all physical based. So with Absorb Man, you know, we're not going to be taking too much. So here, just going to hit into him so that we can go ahead and trigger his untouchable. So you can see we have a rupture debuff on us. It's dealing 10 damage, and we're healing 196. So that's literally just free regen. The physical resistance in Black Yoooooo is ridiculous. So here, going to go ahead and do medium light medium combo. consume our morph charges, and he throws a special one here. The important part is to just punish the end of it. I let him hit my block on the other parts, it doesn't matter, but punish the end of it. That goes ahead and puts the spot gain on cooldown, and that's spot down, no problem. Class disadvantage, doesn't matter. Only one item this war, which, you know, felt good because been using a lot of items lately. And so we won 2 out of the 3 wars that I show you guys in this video. You know, not too bad. This puts us currently Masters rank 9. So we're in Masters. We went on a nice little win streak after that losing streak, which was great. So there's only 2 wars left in the season. So I think as long as we win one of the 2, we should finish in Masters. I think. But yeah, that's going to go ahead and do it for this, you know, triple decker war video. I just kind of wanted to get caught up because, you know, we've been so busy with Battlegrounds. But the good kind of busy, and we made top 8. So, you know, it's all good. That's going to go ahead and do it for this last war video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Drop a like if so. Only 2 more left. And, yeah, I don't know if you guys have noticed yet, but I'm having an alright season. If you know what I mean. It's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.